This stream is dedicated to our man Coolio.
Rest in peace, Coolio.
Money in the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour.
Yep.
Yeah, rest in peace, Coolio.
Rest in peace
for him tonight.
Yeah,
that's
Another
crazy.
gangster in paradise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, life's crazy.
Bro, I'll tell you about it sometime, bro.
It's great. Man.
You guys know how he died?
They just found him on the bathroom floor and couldn't revive him.
Shit.
What was he, like 57?
He's 59, I read.
59.
He lived that rock star life for a while. He was at a Kings game this past season at halftime.
Really?
Oh, that's
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
Bummer. Man, the rock star's death, being found on like a bathroom floor or something.
Yeah, it's very LBC.
Mm-hmm.
If only we were sitting actually on the toilet.
And we also have our friends down in Florida right now going through it with Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
There he is.
It was me.
Shout out to all the Floridians.
Yeah.
I saw some people swimming in their house. It's like a swimming pool.
Yeah. I saw that too.
That'd be something.
Crazy. Yeah.
You got gators down there?
Wild.
Alligators and sharks and stuff. It's like a sharknado.
Yes. I saw a shark swimming in the street. That's sick.
Like for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
like a part of Jumanji, don't they have like sharks or crocodiles or something in their house at one point?
Yeah.
Sounds right.
God.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in many years, but I think I remember something like that.
Sorry.
What year is it?
Yeah.
1935. Christian, where do you buy those ciders?
Like anywhere, any grocery store, any. I usually get them from like Total Wine or Sprouts.
Okay.
They have my Rayleighs too.
Fancy boy, I see.
Yeah.
Only the finest of stores for you. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Total Wine's just it's cheap.
I don't think we have one around here. Fortunately.
They're everywhere. I think.
Oh, there's one in Roseville. Okay. Yeah, I know where this is. It's a little bit of a drive though, but
yeah. They are good.
There's a Bevmo closer to us, but I prefer Total Wine's a little nicer.
Yeah, it's not as big as Total Wine.
Yes. It is true.
It's a lot quicker to find things.
I'm on water these days. Like I'm on like a little beer cleanse. So I get it from my sink, which is nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
You get it from your sink?
What's your guys' stance on tap water? I've always thought it was fine.
Yeah, same. We have a water filter though. I use that, but really I don't really have any beef with the tap water.
I guess we're lucky to, not have that luxury. There's places in the U.S.,
Right.
Florida right now, I guess.
Maybe so.
Sheesh.
Where are you saying, Carlos? Sorry.
Sheesh.
You gotta have a filter.
Oh.
You gotta have a filter on your sink.
I tell you, I got no filter. No filter.
Yeah, I was gonna say your
No
sink
filter.
spouts very dirty words. Your sink's gonna get you in trouble.
Hey, you see me lately? I'm fucking dirty. Where's the soap?
Yeah.
Every time I turn it on.
I'm a crazy kind of sink. I sink crazy shit.
Crazy sink.
Yeah.
God.
Exactly.
I thought you said greasy sink. It made me think of Greasy Strangler. And God, that's a
Did you guys watch that video? Did you guys watch the video I sent?
Yeah, maybe I want to rewatch it.
He straight up like his description of Big Ronnie is straight up who I said it is. It was kind of scary, like how accurate it was. It's like, yeah, his lamenting of past I forget what he says, like that may be true, but also may not be true because he's a bullshit artist. Like, wow, this hits close to home.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't think that's one movie. Like before we talk about what we watched, I was wondering, are there any movies you guys can think back to that we watched that, in retrospect, you think you'd bump up the rating for? Because Greasy Strangler would definitely be one for me where, nowadays it just feels like I would have thought that was so much funnier than I did now, or better, I guess.
That one, yeah.
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
some I think I might bump down. I think I gave the newest Spider-Man a 4.5.
Yeah, we did
I
rate that one pretty high.
I probably bumped that down to like a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sometimes it's so funny you just get caught up in the hype.
Yeah.
After high or
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. You're like, yeah, it's had some time to marinate.
Are there other ones, Roman, that you come across your head, or anyone else for that matter?
I was thinking maybe I would bump Nightmare Alley down. I think I rated it really high. And then
Okay.
later I thought, like, I don't know. Some things about it were more forgettable than I thought.
I can't even. I think I give that a 3.5. I think.
Yeah.
I remember
Sounds
correctly.
about right.
I stand by that.
Yeah. Oh, Last Boy Scout, I think I would bump up because since we watched it, it's been stuck in my head, basically, the Friday night. But then also just the story, just everything. Halle Berry. I've got my hat on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her boots dusty.
Yeah, I think some of the things that makes it linger is the music from a movie. Like Greasy Strangler's the same way. I kept thinking like, bam, 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 bam. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
The hypnotizing score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm usually okay. I let it lie, whatever I rated it. But
yeah, same.
Sometimes I'm like, I think I could have maybe given it a bumper, a drop. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Not too much for me though.
Yeah, that's the only two I can think of off the top of my head. Other than that, I think I stand by most of my ratings.
I stand by.
I stand by my men, my women. I'm a loyal cat.
We've said that we want to bump up Greasy Strangler, but I don't know. Maybe I do need to sit down and rewatch it again because I remember close-ups on a lot of genitalia.
Yeah,
It's like
shock
that guy's
factor.
review.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch that again.
It was shocking.
I bought
that's
it.
why I rated it so
For
low.
Christ's sake. I mean, remember,
You did?
Never
we
see
can,
this
yeah,
again.
we can watch it with the commentary, and like they interview a lot of people on it too.
Oh, cool.
So
Big Ronnie.
I would like to watch it with the commentary.
Yeah, I got to rewatch it before I rate it again.
But like the thing is though, it's so like again like bullshit artist. That's such a great term,
Mhm.
and I use it like in everyday talk. BULLSHIT bullshit artist, like, and the whole like we've been like we were expecting free drinks, like stuff like that. That's just Porto. Yeah, stuff like that's just so funny.
Yeah, I call potatoes Portos sometimes.
Porto.
Yeah.
Just can't help it.
Potato chips.
Maybe that'll be one of the first ones we like do a review of.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
With
Besides
all the
the
millions
thing.
of movies to watch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Besides the thing.
I own a premium shipping business in Denver. Let me live. It's hilarious.
That movie's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too good.
It is.
It is disgusting, though. It is a disgusting, gross movie.
Bring it on.
That's what I like to see, baby.
We need enough grease to fill the whole fucking world.
Exactly. Make it a greasy feast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
you guys been? We should probably talk about our greasy feast of movies that we've been watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's going first?
Carlos, did you want to go first?
Well, last night, me and Ian and his brother snuck out to see the new Barbarian in theaters now. Wow. Dude, this was a good one, guys.
Yeah, it was good.
Really?
It came to me highly recommended from a couple of my friends and my sister. And we finally got a chance to go see it. You got Justin Long in there. We love Justin Long. I like him in Accepted. I know Ian, we were talking before the movie.
He's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of his.
Did you like him in Barbarian?
He did a good job. His character, I won't spoil anything, but his character is just I guess I can't really say much without spoiling.
He plays his character pretty good.
His acting's fine. He's fine.
We were talking before the show about Tobey Maguire, and I kind of thought of Justin Long as someone who fills a kind of a similar role, but much better. You know,
I get him.
Kind of see that.
Yeah, I like Justin Long.
I get it mixed up with Jimmy Fallon. Sometimes I used to.
I can kind of see that a little bit.
Yeah,
I can kind of see that. They have kind of similar features in ways.
Because I'd watch Dodgeball, and I didn't know who his name, like what his name was, and I'd be like, was that Jimmy Fallon in Dodgeball? And I'd look it up, like, oh, okay, it's just a lookalike.
I see it like young SNL Jimmy Fallon, too.
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny. I can see that. I can see that. That's funny.
Jimmy Fallon's in this.
Yeah.
Hey, why not?
He was in this movie with Queen Latifah called Taxi that I remember being so bad.
Oh, I remember that.
We saw that at the drive-in. We saw it at the drive-in when it came out. Oh God, it was bad. It was bad. Anyway,
I think in that movie that you're talking about, Taxi, doesn't Queen Latifah do like a whole BMX intro where she's flying off of ramps and all kinds of stuff in New York City? It's a pretty outrageous opening.
It was an outrageous movie, so I believe it.
But Ian, how would you describe Barbarian for the viewers who haven't seen it yet?
It's very suspenseful, intense. Very, very suspenseful, intense.
I think it has excellent writing too. A lot of good dialogue and modern ideas.
My brother and I, we were poking a lot of holes in it today, and I think a little last night too.
Yeah, you can definitely poke holes. But
having said that, it was still good, and it's still effective and creepy and unsettling.
Yeah, I was getting pretty uncomfortable in this one. I was like, please stop going that way.
Yeah, I think Adam said that was like one of the most like scared times he's ever had in a theater, and probably the same for me too. It was pretty creepy, but
definitely.
Excuse me. I think people are hyping it up a little too much. This is not one I was, oh my God, you got to go see it. Like I do recommend it, but I think it's a little hyped.
It's not a cult classic.
It probably, I don't know about it. It may be, time will tell, but
I haven't seen Smile yet, but that one's coming out soon, and that one's being advertised hard compared to like Barbarian, which I never saw any ads for.
I didn't know until you told us about it.
With Nope or Black Phone, I want to say, because I remember seeing the trailer for it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Roman said Smile is just like The Ring, and I'm like, yeah, it's like the same pretty much concept. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I haven't seen The Ring.
I remember it being. I've only seen it once. I remember it being okay.
Same executive producer, Barbarian, The Ring, and The Grudge.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious.
And
you guys think you're in the theater and you can see Barbarian or Pearl? What are you thinking you'd see?
I told Carlos I much prefer X and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in the minority there.
Barbarian and Pearl, though. I mean, two movies that are out in the theater now.
Oh, I see what you're
saying. Which one would I recommend?
Yeah, like which one would you tell somebody go watch that one?
I'd say Pearl.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it depends on the person, but
yeah, I would.
I'd say if you want a good.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
If you want a good scare, go see Barbarian, and then Pearl. I think it's just a good movie overall. I don't think it has like the same scare factor as Barbarian.
That's true. It's still Pearl's still unsettling.
Definitely unsettling
for me. I just think Pearl was a little more well done. I think the performance by Mia Goth in Pearl for me is it might be a little more memorable than anything in Barbarian. But at the same time, Barbarian did have its memorable moments. I don't know. I don't know. I'm riding high on the X Pearl train. So
yeah,
I don't know, but.
Yeah, I did like Pearl and X a lot, actually. Like, that's another one that sort of stuck with me further as I went on.
Right.
Because I'm just like, man, we're all going to go, and that's pretty scary.
Yeah, but I'm glad we got to see Barbarian before I left the theater, though. It was a good theater experience.
Yeah.
Nice.
Barbarian.
Very cool.
At the gate.
Actually, I think Christian, didn't you tell me that you were watching Good Burger recently?
Yeah.
How was your revisit on that one?
It's fun.
Coolio did the theme song for Kenan and Kel, by the way.
What? That's
really?
Yeah, I remember he's in the intro and everything. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Dude. I'll be right back. Make more water.
All right.
What year is Good Burger? Is that like 99?
97?
97.
97? Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 97 straight to it was straight to VHS, right?
I think no, that went to theaters.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it went to theaters. Yeah, it had to come to theaters.
Wow.
I saw
Okay.
it on a Nickelodeon too.
Yeah, it was a Nickelodeon movie.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, this was a theatrical movie.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does it
Yeah.
still hold up, Christian? Like, would you recommend a viewing?
Like, I'm gonna say yeah because I grew up watching it, and I would I'd make Ian watch it multiple times, and yeah, I would definitely still say yeah. I mean, if you like a good silly little burger comedy, yeah,
Is that a genre, burger comedy?
yeah, it is
Buzz
now.
Burgers. Buzz
It
Burgers.
is now,
What's
dude.
another burger comedy?
Buzz
I
Burgers
don't
just
know.
came out, dude. The movie.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
would you call it a burger comedy though? What exactly makes a
It is
burger
in the
comedy a
title.
burger comedy?
Maybe just food.
Is Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle like a burger comedy?
Yeah, sure.
They only have the burgers for like 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the end.
Not
Yeah.
much screen time.
But they float throughout the movie, basically.
That is true.
Little
It's
images.
it's the MacGuffin of the movie. That's for sure.
Right.
I haven't seen a Good Burger since I was little, like when it originally came out, and I'm scared to revisit it because I remember it being amazing, and I'm scared that it won't be as good now. What do you think?
There were parts that made me laugh. I didn't think I was going to laugh at. Like in one of the very first scenes, you know, where it starts out where Ed's dreaming and he's like flying around with like the burgers circling his head or whatever. He's like, "Oh, I'm fine with fast food. Oh, yeah." No.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
I remember, yeah.
That. Yeah.
Well, he wakes up from that nightmare because he like falls into like a random pit and then he just wakes up. But then he gets up and he's like, "Ah, a clock." Like he like looks over to his nightstand, he grabs his clock and he's like, "Oh, a clock!"
That's hilarious.
And he's like taking a shower. He like the dude. Obviously, there's something very wrong with him. He has like hamburger clock, hamburger radio, random hamburger things on his desk and shit. And he's like showering with his like clothes on and like, oh man.
Oh, really? Oh, what?
Yeah, he's like, I'm a dude. She's a dude.
Yeah.
He's a dude. We're out dudes. Eh. He's like doing that in the
I
shower.
thought his hair was very interesting.
Yeah, it bounced
Yeah.
sort of when he'd like talk.
Yeah. It's like Rick James hair or something. I don't know how to
Yeah,
compare.
pretty much. It's pretty much Rick James.
Yeah, or is that Rick James? Did Rick James have that hair?
I think
I
so.
know, yeah.
Not really. No, his was more like lush, curly, lush. I guess later in life he had that hair.
I remember seeing skits of him having hair.
I guess he had that hair back then too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though. There's this one guy who's only been in like 1 or 2 movies. It's the Mondo Burger guy. It's like a dick. Like
He's a dick. He's a brother Seamus.
yeah,
I know who you're talking about. He's like the bad guy. He dresses in the suit and all that.
yeah. He like treats the employees like they're in the military or something. The weirdo. Like sauce, toppings, bun, a symbol.
I think it holds up. I think you'd like it, Carlos. It's like that random humor, you know. It's kind of late '90s, like because these guys were on Amanda's show and stuff like that. And
Or I think it's all that. Yeah.
yeah, all that spawned like Amanda's show, and even
Right. And
even
Drake and
what's his
Josh
name,
and
the
everything.
Dan Schneider, all his shows.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Yeah. It
yeah.
all stemmed from all that.
Yeah, so this you can kind of see the roots here with Good Burger.
And then Dan Schneider, Dirty Dan, is in it. He's the Good Burger manager.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty damn.
That's so creepy, man. Because there's so many of those like Victorious and Sam and Cat and all those other shows. Like he was just creeping on, young girls for like decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some weird stuff.
Yeah,
And then the
industry sucks, man.
The Nickelodeon logo, nobody, I guess, took this as, I mean, I guess they probably looked at it as weird, but the Nickelodeon logo, do you guys remember it being a foot?
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Why a foot?
So
I never really thought much of it because we were little kids. I didn't.
That's true.
Think of it, you know?
When you learn more about the Dirty Dan the Man, though, you look back and you're like, huh. Okay.
But I don't think he had. I don't think he had. That was like Nickelodeon themselves. I don't think he just was like a writer for the shows. I don't think he had any say in that.
He wasn't in charge of like the logo or whatever.
I doubt it.
But maybe it was like a conspiracy, you know, amongst all of the top guys.
They had a creepy cabal cult at Nickelodeon for years. Yeah.
Well, Dan's just the pusher. He's the producer, you know.
Yeah.
These guys were the money behind it all. They're like, get that foot on the screen for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cult, like The Faculty or something.
That's a good movie. We should talk about that movie someday.
Which one?
The Faculty. That's one of my favorites of that era. The Scream era. It's a good one. It's got a good cast.
I think there's an X-Files episode, same thing. Like
that's maybe that's why I like that movie so much. It's like an X-Files episode. Yeah. There's another one called it's with Katie Holmes. Disturbing Behavior. I want to watch that one as well. It came out like the same year. I need to lift on my to-watch list. Very disturbing. It's got Cyclops from X-Men. I'm gonna watch it soon. Anyway,
the guy from the Sonic movies.
Yes,
James Marsden.
Yes, it's like one of his first movies.
Wow.
Sam has been telling me to watch it for a long time, and I still haven't seen it. But I think Roman, you said that you watched it recently. The SLC Punk. How was your rewatch on that one?
It's fun. It's Matthew Lillard really lets like hamming it up. You know, he's talking to the camera most of the time. He's just having fun. He's got his requisite scene where he like spits and drools when he cries. It's kind of his signature. You know, I always think of him in Scream when he's like spitting. He's like, I'm Mosey. No, SLC Punk is cool. It's, you know, they're punks in Salt Lake City, so it's Utah, Mormon country. They're like some of the only ones, and they just kind of cause havoc. But throughout the movie, you know, you see him kind of grow up, and he's fighting with it, but he kind of ultimately accepts, like, you know, anarchy and all this shit. It ain't for me. This guy, this is not my type of guy.
This is not my type.
Yeah, he says it in the movie, like the old him would beat the shit out of the him he is a couple years later, but it's just that growth in him, like kind of going through the punk stage and stuff like that. But I mean, there's a lot of levels to it and stuff too.
This is completely off topic. I apologize. Did you ever watch King of Queens?
No, but are you talking about I can't remember.
Well, Jerry Stiller,
yeah,
he's in that, and he's just not as funny as he is in Seinfeld to me in that show.
Isn't he named Frank in King of Queens as well?
No, his name's Arthur, I think. But he's playing like the same exact character, like the goofy old dad, and it's just not as fun. Like, I just never found it as funny as Frank Costanza.
I can't.
I think it's the writing. Or something.
Probably, yeah. I can't go like more than 20 minutes without Frank Costanza popping into my head. Same. Shit. That's why I can't even talk about SLC Punk without Frank Costanza, who he has nothing to do with this movie.
Yes.
He
does now.
Yep, exactly.
Frank Costanza has everything to do with everything.
The dad in SLC Punk is Shooter McGavin. I think Christopher McDonald's his name, I think. I like his character a lot in this movie. Like, he butts heads with his son, but you know, ultimately they still get along.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene where he sits down his son and he talks to him and he's like, you can't do this forever. And, you know, Matthew Lillard basically just like, fuck you, Dad. I'm going to do what I want. He walks out, and then like a second goes by and he kind of looks at his wife and he's like, that kid's going to make a great lawyer someday. And that's kind of what ends up happening at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's like, it pisses people off to turn into their parents and like admit their parents were right. But a lot of times that shit happens, and that's what happens here in SLC Punk.
That's kind of the lesson of it.
Yeah. I suggest you do what your parents did. Get a job, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
The bum's lost.
The bum's lost. Do you hear me, Lebowski? Do you?
Because they're
My
bumming around
wife!
Salt Lake City.
My wife is not the issue.
My wife.
Yeah.
No, they're bumming around Salt Lake City for a little bit, but that's no way to live life, man.
Yeah.
But no, you really like you like all the characters throughout the whole movie. Jason Segel's in it. He's one of the punks, sort of.
Yeah, he has like he doesn't look very punkish, but he's like into that kind of scene.
Yeah,
they're like, he's the most hardcore motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah. Plus, all of like the punk's friends leave. The people that scene just sort of chews you up and spits you out. And it's a fun movie. It's very Hollywoodized of the punk culture, I'm sure, but I like it. I have a good time with it. It's a good like coming of age story.
Yeah.
For later in life.
Very good way to put it. Yeah.
For a young adult, instead of like normally you see preteens or something, Harry Potter, something like that.
Yeah.
Would you say that's your favorite Matthew Lillard film?
I don't know. That's tough because I really like Scream and I really like Scooby-Doo's. Unironically or whatever, I really like the Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo is good.
He's the perfect Shaggy. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
All the casting actually is so good. They got a real cartoon dog to be Scooby-Doo. I was impressed.
I've never liked the way that dog looks in those movies.
No, I agree. It could look a lot better.
Nothing
Scrappy
like
looks worse.
They both look bad. I don't know why it's like they try to make them look like real dogs almost. Yet they still don't look like Great Danes. It's just I don't know what they were doing. Anyway,
it was the 2000s.
I'll save that for our Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
Cool. Ian said that he was watching a couple movies. I think he said SpiderMan, the original one.
Did. Yeah, I have the 4K set of the Tobey Maguire movies, and I put on the first one. And it kind of sucks. I'm not a big fan of that movie.
Oh, man.
I think they all kind of... Two is okay.
I remember 2 being really good.
2's awesome.
Yeah.
I was watching at your house. Yes.
Yeah.
That one is cool.
I remember watching it at your house not long ago, Christian, and just being like, oh, God, this is not as good as I remember.
What, the second one?
Yeah. 3 is just kind of a shit show and a half. It's just they all like Tobey Maguire is just really awkward and stiff, and everyone kind of is in these movies. Like the dialogue is really awful. Like there's a part where like it's really I totally forget like the Green Goblin is trying to get Spider-Man to join him at first. I don't know why, but he is. I guess just because. And he's like, "Are you in or are you out?" He's like, "It's you who's out, Gobby, out of your mind." It's like that's like Batman and Robin bad. Like there's some shit in that movie that Green Goblin looks terrible. His costume's ridiculous.
You can see through the eye holes, kind of.
Oh,
like even for superhero movie like standards, like that shit's bad.
I remember this being like one of the first like big superhero films.
It's like X-Men and that. Yeah, it was huge. Spider-Man was huge when it came out. I remember seeing it in the theater.
Yeah,
same. That was the first PG-13 movie I think I saw in theaters ever.
Wow.
Who is Mary Jane? Is it Kirsten Dunst?
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
I remember her not liking her as a kid much. Like she felt kind of wooden too. I think it just
they all do. James Franco does. Like, and then Willem Dafoe is way too over the top. It's just not. It's just not good. I don't know. It's okay. I tolerated it, but
it feels like it's kind of treated the same way as the Star Wars prequels are in like the fandoms. You know, the Spider-Man fans. But Tobey Maguire is an odd choice to be Spider-Man, I think.
This guy I watched on YouTube said James Franco would have been a better Peter Parker / Spider-Man. I kind of agree. I think that might have been
that'd have been interesting.
He might have auditioned and he didn't get it, and he got the Harry Osborn role instead. I'm not entirely sure if I.
So, but would Tobey Maguire play Harry Osborn then?
No, I don't know. I think they were just both up for the role, and I don't know if that's. I think I read that a long time ago.
It's like a Tom Hiddleston, Chris Hemsworth situation. because Tom Hiddleston originally tried out for Thor.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
There's like
Crazy.
footage of it, I think, online.
Wow. That's nuts.
He does not look like he would.
Yeah.
I mean, he gives it a good effort in like the test footage, but it's like you are not built for that
Right.
character.
Right. Yeah.
No, yeah, Hemsworth is like jacked up on roids or something.
Yeah.
He's huge in those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the 4K of Spider-Man looked really good. But
Oh, that's cool. I think doesn't Bruce Campbell make cameos in the
he's
trilogy?
like he's the wrestling announcer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's in all three of them, and he plays a different person in each one.
Number 2,
Yeah.
he's like the movie theater guy, I think.
Yeah, I forget who he is in number. He's like a waiter in number 3 or something. I can't.
He's
I
a
haven't-
French waiter.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen 3 since the theater. But yeah, you know, Sam saying that the car, that's what they're driving. Uncle Ben's driving that car from Evil Dead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I think a lot of the reason why people like it nowadays is it's the prequel syndrome. I saw it as a kid, therefore it's good.
Right.
But yeah.
What about Premium Rush?
Yeah,
I don't think I've
I'd
ever
never
seen that one.
I'd never seen it either. It's free on YouTube. And
okay,
it's
cool.
It's pretty good. It's very fast paced, which fits the movie because he's a very fast bike rider in New York. He's a bike messenger. Michael Shannon's the bad guy. He's pretty good Michael Shannon's a pretty good actor.
I like Michael Shannon.
He does a good job. Yeah, it was a good movie. If you guys have like an hour and a half to waste with ads included, I would watch it. It's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it was a good time. I'm glad I watched it. It was pretty it had my interest the entire time, which is a good thing.
What is he carrying? A bomb or something?
No, it's a very important envelope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So it's like it's kind of like an older story, right? Like same.
Yeah, it's almost like a Hitchcockian kind of story in a way, which I think maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah,
reminded me of like old Hitchcock movies.
Sounds like what's his name, Paul Revere and the Midnight Ride and all that stuff.
A little bit.
Even like Greek stories of messengers, like the people that ran marathon,
or just the ordinary man getting thrown into extraordinary situations. Stuff like that. Like
it reminds me of this. Just from the poster, reminds me of like I think Aziz Ansari. Maybe he's like the pizza guy, and they got a
oh my
bomb
god, Christian! Remember we saw that in the theater, Christian.
Was it the tech?
Which movie?
It was Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari, and Jesse Eisenberg has the bomb strapped to him.
It's like 30 minutes or less, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
Me too. I saw it, but I just got reminded of it by the poster.
I would say Premium Rush is a better movie, personally.
Oh,
I could remember about 3 seconds of the Aziz Ansari movie. So yeah,
same.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I got Sam Neill looking at me on the screen.
Yeah, interesting pair, Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill.
I've always wanted to see Event Horizon.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, it's like I might have the DVD or a Blu-ray or something. But
if you do, dude, it's almost like Deep Blue Sea. I don't know if it's just because it's the same era, but it's just I don't know. I enjoy it. That was another I threw on the 4K of that. And I guess I just wanted something kind of scary. You know, we're getting into that time of the year, so I put that on
season,
and I wanted to see how the 4K looked, and it's a pretty good time. Again, it moves pretty quick. It's got really horrific scenes in it, really good gore. It's the horror sci-fi mix, which I've always appreciated.
Yeah,
it's a good flick.
Well, you had me at Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, exactly. Did someone order the fish? There was no fish, unfortunately.
Space fish.
You can't win them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting Deep Blue Sea vibes from that cover there.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's very
looks like it's in space though.
Deep Blue Sea-ish, yeah. Yeah, it's that'd be a fun one to talk about someday as well.
Yeah. I always hear good things, and it seems right up my alley, and it's right on the peripheral of what I've always watched.
Don't go in expecting too much. You know, it has its also kind of. I don't know. I mean, at the same time, it's like deep. I would tell someone like going into Event Horizon, the same things I'd probably tell them about Deep Blue Sea. Like, don't take it too seriously. Just have a good time with it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to overanalyze things. Just, just watch and have a good time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If you go in like that, you might like it.
Yeah.
But
I'm so easy to please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do my best to be. Sometimes that's easier said than done, but
it's good to be cynical. For me, I think I've said this before, but I feel like Paula Abdul on American Idol. I'm just like, oh, just incredible, honey.
Look, I remember, like way back on the show, there was like this whole thing is like, yeah, Ian hates everything. He gets it's like I don't know. I feel like I give a lot of stuff a pretty good review.
The Simon Cowell, you're the Simon Cowell.
But I give a lot of good reviews. That's the thing. I give good numbers.
I think as a whole, we're all pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. Easy to, or I don't know. We're very movie positive on this podcast.
Exactly. Yeah.
We like movies.
It's all about exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I think Deep Blue Sea was my lowest rating.
Really? It's
or is it Halo?
Shame.
The Halo TV show.
Oh, Halo.
Oh yeah, actually.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, that was the lowest.
Forgot about that.
Hey, you could say you watched it, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
There's always that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I guess I'll give season 2 a chance. I don't know.
Why not? We're already this far. Maybe it'll get good.
Sunken cost fallacy.
It can happen.
Sunken cost.
Yeah.
Over the weekend though, guys, if you guys were following our Instagram page, Last Night Prod, that's short for Last Night Productions. It's Last Night PROD. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you would have saw interesting perspective. I went to go see Avatar re-released in theaters, and they had to reboot the projector. So I thought it was just interesting that the guy was coming out of the projection room saying, "Don't worry, guys, I'm fixing the projector." So go on over to Instagram and check that video out. But reminded me of the guy in the Wizard of Oz who opens the gate and he's like, "What? What do you got?"
That's hilarious.
But my buddy talked me into go and see Avatar. It's back, baby, and in 3D, XD, baby. Guys, still a pretty good movie. It's from 2009, I think.
I would rather not see it in 3D, if I had the option.
I don't know. It looked pretty good in 3D and on the big screen. And the graphics still hold up to this day. I think it gave me all the emotions that it was supposed to give you. But I will say it was pointed out to me in the past that what do they call that ore that they're trying to mine?
Grillman, you rightfully really shit on that, and deservedly so. Everyone should shit on that shit.
They only say it like once in the beginning, and I did kind of like roll my eyes.
I swear they say it twice, and I was just like,
yeah, that shit's pretty. Oh man,
it is cheesy.
I just you know the story, so it's like, I don't know. I guess they got to show you something different, and they did. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun to explore a new world and new creatures and aliens, and kind of seeing like the humans trying to colonize another world. I mean, it is the age-old story of like how the English came and settled America, but it's cool to put a spin on it and kind of make it exciting for modern audiences because people don't really like watching musket fire,
Yeah, put it in space and a lot of
mechs
greenery and yeah.
They
remind me of the mechs in Matrix 3.
I was gonna say, I think I prefer the mechs in Matrix 3 over Avatar personally.
Ooh.
I think me too. They look like they're made out of PVC pipe, kind of in Avatar at some points. I don't know.
Oh my god,
they look kind of weak.
That's hilarious.
I thought the bad guy was pretty good in this film.
I don't even remember that there is a bad guy in Avatar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's what's his name?
It's Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
he's Small Soldiers. He's literally exactly that guy.
Yeah.
People wanted him to play Cable in Deadpool too.
Really?
Oh, that'd be a good choice.
Interesting. Was Cable in Deadpool 2? I haven't seen that since the theater.
Yeah, it's played by Josh Brolin.
Oh, I thought he was
Oh,
fine.
that's right. Yeah.
I haven't seen Deadpool 2.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm. I heard it was just the same as Deadpool 1.
No, not the same.
No,
I mean,
it was a little bit better.
I don't know, but I think I'd rather watch the first one. But it was fine. I mean, it's Deadpool 2. I mean, you know.
I just heard it was like just more Ryan Reynolds making those Deadpool clips and.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you think? All of a sudden, he's just not going to make those jokes and shit? Like, I don't know.
Well, no, I guess what I'm saying is, I heard that it was like, I don't know, sort of the same.
Kinda.
It wasn't. It didn't blow me away, but at the same time, you know, I went in expecting a Deadpool 2, and I got a Deadpool 2. I'm like, okay, that was fine.
Yeah.
You know, worth the watch.
It is on Disney Plus now, so.
Is it really?
Yeah. Same with Logan.
That is crazy. Yeah, if it's on Disney Plus and you have it, I would say give it a watch.
Okay.
If you guys go see Avatar in theaters for the re-release, they show you 10 minutes of Avatar 2 at the end.
Oh, really?
So did you watch that?
Yeah, it looks. I mean, graphics wise, it looks really good. It's taking place in the water now instead of like the sky, the rocky sky mountains or whatever they are. The
like
10-minute
Waterworld?
preview, it was just like Waterworld. The 10-minute preview was just one of the blue Avatar kids helping a whale out, some sort of whale creature.
Gotcha.
It looks good
with the wildlife.
Yeah, looks better than Little Mermaid.
The new Little Mermaid.
The new Little Mermaid.
I think I said that it's just not very colorful. You know, it looked like from the trailer or any of the scenes. Yeah, that's the thing about Avatar is the colors really pop. You know,
Yeah,
they did it with Pearl too. Like, I'm sure they will with Avatar too.
Boost that saturation up, baby.
Yeah, instead Little Mermaid's looking like Waterworld.
Oh,
Little Mermaid's gonna drink her own piss.
Yeah,
What a movie.
Dennis Hopper's. You know,
They
got some voice recordings from like 20 years ago, and he's the bad guy.
I guess James Earl Jones let Disney, like, I guess like long after he's dead or something, they can use like sound recordings of him. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
Or even like AI generated recordings of him. That's pretty crazy.
It's fucking ridiculous. Just let these people die. Let them die and be forgotten.
Holding on to him forever.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's a good voice. It's an epic voice.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
you mean the neighbor from Sandlot?
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. It's the equivalent of so they made a bunch of sequels to like Frankenstein, the original one from the 30s with Boris Karloff, and it died off in like the 40s. And I was thinking, like, what we're doing with all these, even it goes to Star Wars and along with all the, you know, the Halloweens and whatnot. It'd be like if we were making those same exact Frankenstein movies in the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that would have just been ridiculous. It's like
40 years.
Yeah, it's like that's just nuts. Like, you know, they're still following the same plot line. You know, it'd be like, what the hell? Like,
they sort of do that with the Godzillas.
Oh yeah,
but I thought they changed like timelines and shit, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's different monsters, but the core story and all the ones I saw, all the same.
Yeah,
that's funny. I've seen Godzilla. I think I saw the second Godzilla, and then Godzilla, the original Godzilla versus King Kong, which was confused. I didn't even know if that was like part of the story. I don't know. It was fun though. It's a
canon?
movie. I have no idea. I guess it's canon. I have no idea.
They released the new Godzilla versus Kong, right?
Yeah, I did not see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it either.
Any of the new ones.
I saw the first one with Bryan Cranston. I didn't see any.
Yeah, that's the only one. I think I saw it with you.
Yeah, I watched Kong Skull Island on a boat a few years back.
That movie's not too bad. It's
all right.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah.
How many avatars are there supposed to be? It's like 7 of them or something.
Too many.
I don't know.
Way too many.
I can't. Not enough to count on our fingers, most likely.
Probably.
Why would you announce that there's like 7 movies coming up? Why don't you just like say, okay, I'm gonna make a sequel now?
Because James Cameron is a hack fraud.
Isn't he making them all simultaneously or something like that?
Is that what he's been doing for the past decade or past 15 years?
Isn't he like almost done with 4? or something.
What?
I don't know. I've heard there's been so many fucking headlines about the Avatar franchise, like, oh, he's working on this one now. Oh, we have to wait another couple years for this. Da, da, da. Okay.
Well, when does Avatar 2 come out, Carlos? Did it say
Come
like
out December or something?
Yeah, December.
Oh, so that's soon.
Yeah.
I guess we're starting to dive into the Avatar verse or whatever. You know,
it kept getting announced. Like it was like, oh, it's coming out this year. Now it's coming out this year. It was doing that for like pretty much this entire decade.
Yeah. Matrix 4 came out last December. We'll see if Avatar 2 does any better.
Well, there's different like standards there. I think I don't know.
Gosh,
Not for
that's
me.
a tough one.
Not for me.
And Matrix 4 was that was a bad movie. That's one I would not go back and change.
Horrible movie.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Horrible movie.
In other news though, guys, they announced Deadpool and Wolverine crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think Christian, you just revisited Logan recently.
Yeah, I watched Logan the other night, and it still holds up. It's really good.
Did you watch it in black and white or color?
Oh, color.
Did they give you the option to watch it in black and white?
No, I didn't know there was a black and white version.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
better
haven't.
check myself on
I
that one.
haven't. No, they do. They have.
Okay.
I haven't watched it, and I haven't seen it since the theater. But one of these days, it'd be interesting to watch it in black and white.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the last time Hugh Jackman would play Wolverine because, spoilers, he dies.
Mhm.
And, yeah, so now he's coming back with Deadpool. So that'll be interesting.
The money.
Yeah,
Money's too good.
Yep.
I guess so. But
It's a steady job for Hugh Jackman.
yeah, it is.
Has been for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Ryan
definitely-
Reynolds today put out another video explaining how Wolverine's back, and I guess this takes place before he dies. So-
Yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay.
'Cause Logan takes place like a decent time in the future or something, from what I recall.
That's true,
Yeah.
yeah, because Professor X is like really old.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got like Alzheimer's or something, from what I remember.
Yeah, he's like rolling around in his wheelchair, and he's like, "Try the new Taco Bell item. Get it with steak. Get it with chicken." No, no, no.
Oh, that's funny.
Gosh,
Just to calm him down.
It's pretty funny.
that's messed up, man.
Yeah.
That's what his character's like reduced to, you know. I wonder
Yeah.
if the people that originally wrote, you know, X-Men back in the 2000s are like, damn, that's how you did a professor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's the way of the world, I guess. Hollywood,
Yeah.
baby. That's Disney.
I remember Logan being pretty good though. I
Yeah,
like the
I
way
like
that
that.
it
I really
explores
like
the
Logan.
future.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think I
very
remember.
visual? Like it looks like in the light, you know, in this picture. Is the whole movie kind of like this, where it's sort of
I wouldn't.
black and white? You know, I don't know.
Not really. It's. I mean, just that one particular shot right there, I guess. Yeah, but
Gotcha.
overall, I mean, it's a pretty depressing movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. From what I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, but yeah, a lot of sad shit, like very serious, but good, really great action, and it's the kind of action that, you know, if you are a Wolverine fan, this is what you want to see,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
the type of shit that he would be doing, like fucking the enemies up the way he would in the comics, you know, like that's how you would want to see it on the screen, and they do that in Logan, so.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. He's very angry.
You think it's a good idea to bring him back for Deadpool?
Sure, if it takes place before he dies, that makes sense. Because if he dies and then it's like after that, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if it's before that, then cool. So they're probably gonna have to de-age him a bit.
Right. Yeah.
He's kind of old.
Hugh Jackman looks pretty great though, you know, for an older guy
Yeah.
Mhm.
for his age. He's so, as like a person, he seems so positive to be around. Almost
Yeah.
like a caricature himself, kind of how Jeff Goldblum is. You know, every time I see Hugh Jackman, he's like, "I bow to you. Yes, you are amazing. This guy right here, fantastic." And I was just like, man, I would love to be around that kind of guy all the time, hyping you up.
Yeah, he's a pretty extravagant dude.
Yeah. Huey Jacks.
Roman, you were saying before the stream that you've been revisiting Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's like a holiday thing for me. I think cooler weather, rain. It's like, let's put on some Harry Potter. So I didn't really, watch too much of it, but I've seen it a million times. And I was a Potter kid, of course, so I was excited. And I went to Potter World when they came here to the city, and it's fun.
Potter World, what's that?
It wasn't like, it was just like a Harry Potter festival. What?
Was that in Old Sacramento?
The one I went to was in Land Park, so it was just like a little neighborhood thing. But I got a wand and sorted and all that stuff, so I was real into it.
That's cool.
And I mean, it's a kid's book. The series, you sort of grow with Harry. He goes from an 11-year-old to basically a 19-year-old, so they get progressively darker. The first one's just, there's a lot of world building. It's Christopher Columbus directs it, and all these great like British actors and stuff just keep popping up over and over again. The first two movies have I mix up the two Dumbledore's names, Michael Gambon and
Richard Harris.
So Richard Harris, I loved him as Dumbledore. I thought
he was the best Dumbledore.
Yeah,
Richard Harris is a really good actor overall. He's in a lot of good stuff.
He fit more of Dumbledore's image to me from reading the book. I guess I was easy to please. I was probably 10 years old or whatever when this came out, 6 years old. But translating it from page to screen, I've always felt like this has been one of the better adaptations. I mean, like if you watch Aragon, it's a different young adult book that was adapted in the movie.
I remember that. Yeah.
Terrible.
I heard that was not a good movie.
Yeah. And I don't know. Twilight fans could tell you how it was, but point being, I always thought, Harry Potter got translated to the screen pretty well, and it's just the magic was really well done. The world building's great. And they spawned obviously all these successful movies, and they still make Harry Potter movies now. They call them Fantastic Beasts or whatever, but
yes.
Ooh, I think they're gonna stop making those. I heard the last one was a bomb at the box office.
I remember seeing commercials just being like, I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, we finished that story. We finished the Wizarding World.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And J.K. Rowling
are those books? Are those books that they're based off of? Or
I had these little books of them when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing those too. I don't think I read them.
I'd never heard of them until they made the movies.
They're books within the movies, right? Like Harry actually has to buy Fantastic Beasts, I think, in one of the books.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's like a
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is one of the names of the books.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So they had took that and made a whole side story off of it. So, but yeah, no, they're fun. They're just like comforting too.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's kind of cool to see Daniel Radcliffe as just a little baby, because now you see him and he's in all those crazy movies and stuff. And Alan Rickman as Snape is like perfect.
Rest in peace, Alan.
Yeah. I don't want people thinking you're up to something.
That's so perfect.
I like him as Snape, but I also like him in Galaxy Quest too.
He's really good into Galaxy Quest. Yeah.
By Grabthar's hammer. Yeah. He plays he's the actor,
The method actor, yeah.
Yeah. Tim Allen says the show must go on.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn you.
Yeah. Yeah. Good old Hans Gruber from Carlos's favorite movie, Die Hard.
Yes.
Yep.
My favorite.
Yep.
Oh, you're one of them, aren't you? He does an American accent at the end.
Yeah. No bullets. You think I was going to give you a gun with bullets? He says. Yeah. Classic.
That's a great movie. We'll do it sometime.
Yeah.
That's great.
Should do a few of the Die Hards. There's some other good Die Hards as well.
Yep. Die Hard December.
Die Hard December.
December
Harder.
December Harder. I did like the one with I think Justin Long was in it.
Yeah, that's
when they were doing the fire sale.
I saw that in the theater.
Yeah, me too. That was a good one. Oh, cool. Wow. Is that 4K or?
No, this is DVD.
Oh, snap.
Die harder.
Die the hardest.
Couldn't get away with that shit nowadays.
Nah.
No.
That's what again we need to cherish that movie.
Ooh, or Airplane.
9/11 killed Die Hard too. Our nation changed forever that day.
I highly doubt they're showing that on network television anymore.
Yeah.
Christian has been gaming on Twitch, right?
Yes.
You've been streaming?
Gaming.
And you completed Toy Story 2, you were saying? Excuse me.
Yeah, it was a nice little nostalgia trip going down memory lane. I grew up playing that, so figured why not do that. I've been saying for a while if I was going to stream on Twitch, I would start with that game, and I did, and I beat it again. So that's cool. I don't know how many people were still watching, but when I got to the Zurg boss fight, it's not the final boss, but it's like kind of towards the end. There's a glitch, a speed glitch that is only present when you play this game from like Windows 8 to 10 and up. And it prevents you from actually being able to like walk up to him and like hit him. So what you have to do is lure him into a corner and then do like a spin attack and like try to not fall because there's like a pit of death below because you're fighting in an elevator shaft like in the movie. And yeah, I'm glad I got through that because it almost took away all my lives. So
geez.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I'm gonna be back. I think I'm gonna try tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get through Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. So
you're not playing these on the PlayStation, are you?
No, I'm like I have my PlayStation copy right here, but
dude, yeah, I had that too.
Yeah, I don't have the I think it's HD Retrovision for the PS2 to capture the game on the TV here.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't be able to stream it on from the actual PS2 I have to my left here. So I'm just gonna emulate it and show proof that I have the game, I own it. So,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I have like 3 copies of this game. The other 2 are on PC. So
is Toy Story 2 like a long game? Like you seem to finish it pretty quick.
I've played it a lot. I mean I grew up playing it a ton, so I know it really well, but overall it's not that long of a game. I would say Emperor's New Groove is longer. Like there's more parts in it where you're like you can get lost and confused and not know what the hell you're supposed to do. Last time I played it, I had to look up what to do, where to go, because I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do now. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen tomorrow. But yeah.
And then later on, you said you're gonna play the original Tony Hawk.
Oh, not the original. I wouldn't be able to do that on PC. Well, I do have the remakes. I have the 1 and 2 remakes, but I think I was gonna start with Underground 2.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I do have that on PC and American Wasteland. So
nice. Those are fun. Yeah. These are all like nostalgia trips. I didn't play this game or Emperor's New Groove, but I did play Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah, Tony Hawk's the shit.
Yeah, man, nostalgia's a funny thing.
Yes, it is.
That's even Harry Potter too. While I'm watching that. So.
Yeah,
of course.
Similar vibe. Very nice.
Yeah.
I watched the movie that we're going to be watching on Saturday already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I won't talk about it, of course, but I think we did say The Mist. Yeah.
I don't think we've said it, have we?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I mean, hey, I could watch another movie. I can talk about The Mist here, but I'd rather break it down with you guys. I think I like that one a lot. There's a black and white copy of that as well.
I have.
Oh, really?
I'll be right back.
Right. Ooh, I might rewatch it on that.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. The Mist is on Netflix, and I looked around a little bit to try to see if there was a black and white version available. I couldn't find it. If you can get it,
dang,
yeah, I'm sure it'd be awesome.
You said you did watch it in black and white?
No, I did not. I watched it in color, but if I could, I would have. Includes the ultimate black and white version.
Oh, cool.
I've never seen it in black and white. I think I'm gonna watch it in black and white for our,
that'd be sick.
It's very fitting because it's it's really like a 50s movie, you know.
Yeah.
Like one of those B movies.
Well, I guess
Science experiment gone wrong.
the director wanted it in black and white, but the studio wouldn't let him or something.
Oh.
So
Frank Darabont, you know.
Yeah.
There's if you watch The Walking Dead, there's a ton of people from that in The Mist, so it's kind of
Really?
cool to see. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's based off of a Stephen King book, isn't it? The
Mhm.
Mist.
or like a short story, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it was a full
Mhm.
novel. It was like in one of his collections. He used to put out like short stories in magazines or something.
Mhm.
If I remember correctly.
Is this our first Stephen King film?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I think that we'll also be talking about Danny. What's the movie?
The Shining?
The Shinin.
Oh, The Shining.
Shining.
Right?
The Shinin.
Yeah.
The Shining.
Yeah.
So 2 Stephen Kings. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Stephen King October, baby.
I was
Nice.
thinking recently, I really would want to do The Shining, but I was also thinking about Misery because I really like that movie too.
I
Misery's good, too.
vote Shining all the way. I like Misery, but Shining.
I do prefer the Shining. I was thinking
Shining, I think, makes for a way more interesting discussion, personally.
Yeah, I want to analyze that one with you guys.
Yeah,
I don't know what to make of that movie.
yeah.
It's a win-win for me because I've never seen Misery, so
Oh,
I'll watch it sometime. You know, probably.
it's good.
That's a good movie.
That'd be kind of interesting one to do
Andy
for
Bates.
wintertime. That's a good movie to watch in winter.
Yeah, it's It's snow.
Snowy Jackie.
Yeah. Oh, I was watching Arcus on Twitch today, and this guy recommended all of these old, low-budget horror movies to me. It was super out of the blue because I not really out of the blue because I was in his chat quoting like Ed from Good Burger, and he was like, "Oh, have you seen Hamburger, the motion picture?"
What?
I think I've heard of that.
It's like, oh my god. There's a scene in that he told me to watch where this like club of like big greasy fat fucks, they like all go to this burger joint and they're like being terrible people. They're like taking everybody's food and ordering like 60 burgers for each of them, and they're all just whacked out on goofballs or whatever. I don't know, but it's crazy. They give them the workers are so fed up with them that they give them Pepto-Bismol or some kind of like laxative, and they put it in their milkshakes, and they're like, "Hey, free milkshakes!" And they all get diarrhea, and they all have to go into the bathroom.
God.
They all go into the bathroom at the same time. There's somebody already in there, and for some reason, somebody wants to take a picture, and they have the flash on, and one of the people's like, "No flash, no flash," and they, of course, don't listen, and they take the picture, and then the restaurant explodes.
What?
God.
It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
This is Hamburger, the movie.
Hamburger, the motion picture from 1986.
Okay, I was
Oh,
thinking
wow.
of Hot Dog, the movie.
No, this is Hamburger, the motion picture.
Oh, that's a real thing.
It
It's
kind
a
of
real-
sounds
no,
like
Hot Dog, the movie is a real thing too.
Maybe it's the same director.
I did not make that up.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
it
Alright.
sounds like the deleted
gotta
scene
pee
from
now.
Gremlins when they're supposed to go to the McDonald's and eat everybody
Oh,
and cause a bunch of mayhem.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Carl.
yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Hamburger the movie.
What else did he talk about, Christian?
He was telling me about this movie called Terror Vision. Also
That
from
movie's
19
okay. I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's okay.
yeah, he was
It's got a big following though.
talking about Night of the Comet.
That's another
Dude,
one.
I brought that one up recently.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one. It's okay.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna revisit that one soon.
yeah. That'd be a good one to watch for October.
There's a Class of 1999 he recommended.
That's a good. The Class of 1984 is good too. Those are good movies. Those are fun.
Okay.
Those are fun.
There's Poultrygeist.
Yeah.
Night of
my
the
God.
Chicken Dead.
I don't know if I can watch that. That looks
No.
pretty gross.
I've
Yeah,
watched it.
that's a trauma movie. Ugh.
I watched the trailer for like all these, and they all look really wacky, but
How many did he recommend you?
a ton. He just kept messaging me. Like at one point, he was like, "Okay, I gotta go now," but then he kept telling me all like about more movies. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Name some more.
The Deadly Spawn.
That's a good movie. That one's fun.
Yeah, that looks crazy. But he recommended Bad Taste by
Yeah,
Peter
we need to watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have told him about Meet the Feebles.
I did.
Although I'm sure he probably already knew about it. But...
He didn't know about it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's interesting.
Yeah, I told him. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out." I was like, "Yeah, it's just like Muppets Gone Wrong, right?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll send. He has like this playlist of like 450 or something
Huh.
whoa.
movies that you can just watch, and I'll
Okay.
What? That's cool.
send that here. It's like a bunch of old low budget horror stuff.
Yeah, email that to me. I'm interested.
I just put it in the chat.
Okay, sick.
Let's see here. If it'll load. Day of the Dead.
Oh yeah, Day of the
The
Dead.
Slumber Party Massacre. That's an awesome movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
Madman. Christian Madman's in here. That's like my favorite movie of all time.
Oh really? Okay.
Madman. His name is Mars. Madman. The Devil's Reign. Oh my, that's an awful, tremendous movie.
He sent me another playlist. It's not his, but he knows about it. I put that in the chat too.
The Hills Have Eyes. The Omen. Night of the Demons is Shopping Mall. City
I
of
wanna
Living
see that.
Dead. These are good flicks.
Nice.
A lot of crap. There's a lot of crap in here too, but there's there's all the crappy Howling sequels that I've never seen. Hell Night, that's a good one.
The guy was admitting he was like, yeah, like these. A lot of these movies aren't. I wouldn't call them like good movies, but I mean they're like cheesy, corny fun.
I think Madman. I think actually a decent amount of these are good.
Well, yeah, there's. He wasn't saying they're all bad, but
Sleepaway Camp,
Mm.
classic.
I want to see that one.
This is pretty cool. It just has all these
Halloween
movies on
4,
here.
Reanimators in here.
yeah, of all places, I found it in a PG family-friendly stream. This guy that I'm talking about,
The
Nice.
Stepfather.
Nice.
That's a really good movie.
The Stepfather, with who's in that?
Terry O'Quinn. And
Sounds
I
familiar.
forget the chick's name.
He's from Lost, or I know him from Lost.
Oh, really? He's in Lost?
I think so.
I've never watched Lost.
Terry
neither.
O'Quinn. I think he's Locke in Lost.
That's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, he is.
Prom Night.
The title role in The Stepfather, Peter Watson, Millennium.
Cue the Winged Serpent. That movie's awesome.
Yeah, he was like, watch like a few of these and like report back to me. I'm like, all right, I'll.
I'd like to do Madman. That's one of my favorite movies ever. I know I keep saying that, but
Down for Madman.
What's that kind of like about?
it's a slasher.
Oh, okay.
It's a slasher from the slasher heyday.
Okay, cool.
I have it on 4K Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
That's how much I like that movie, and the fact that that movie's out on 4K Blu-ray, it's makes me happy. I can sleep easy at night. Nightmare City, that's a good movie. Southern Comfort. Oh my God, I watched that when Fred Ward died. It's a great movie.
Oh, nice.
Rest in peace.
Brain Damage. That's a fantastic. God, there's a lot of. I didn't know all of these were on YouTube just to watch. That's crazy.
Yeah, he just got them all.
Street
Oh, yeah.
Trash. That movie's knuckin' futz. Inferno's a good Dario Argento movie.
Mm.
Bates Motel. I've never. That's like a.
That's a show.
It was a TV movie in the 80s.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Society. That's a really wacky ass movie. It's good. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. We got to do those for Christmas. The Silent Night, Deadly Nights.
Garbage Day.
Garbage Day. Cutting Class. That's a good one. Brad Pitt's in Cutting Class. That's a good movie. Prison. Enigma. Funeral Home. Wow, this is crazy. Blood Beach.
Who knew YouTube had all these options for
And yeah,
Spooky October?
this is nuts. A lot of it's crap, but
Knockin'
it's still
spots.
it's cool.
Even the crap is usually fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crap is Hell High. I just bought that on Blu-ray. I've never seen it, but I heard good
I-
stuff. Trilogy
put
is
that,
a good movie.
I put that hamburger, the motion picture scene in the chat. I don't know if there's a way that we can like play that and have us all be watching it, but yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like a 6-minute clip.
Hamburger, the motion picture. Just from the description, it sounded pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Did they make a sequel called Cheeseburger?
maybe.
Double hamburger, double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I think Good Burger was supposed to be the sequel, but it turned out to be more kid friendly. No, I don't know.
Makes sense.
From hamburger to good burger.
Come Valentine's Day, we should do My Bloody Valentine.
Yes, I'm down.
That's what I want to watch.
That's one of my favorites.
The remake.
I prefer the original, personally. Demons, that's a really great movie.
Imagine we just did all the remakes. We watched Black Christmas from like 2006.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dracula is in here. So they're showing the Keanu Reeves, Gary Oldman Dracula in theaters again for the 30th anniversary of that movie.
I saw that Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, I like that movie. That's a good movie.
Okay,
It's
cool.
weird, but it's good.
I've
The
never
boys
seen it,
from-
but I've always liked the way he looks.
Yeah, the boobs on the top of his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
The-
too scary
the
for me.
The Simpsons made fun of that a lot. I remember.
Is that in Little Nicky?
Yeah, yes it is. Yeah, that's so funny. The
It's
boys
Person
from
Pro.
Brazil is in this. It's funny. Rituals. It's a interesting flick.
Yeah. You
Carnival
got
of
some
Souls.
good shit on it.
Christian or Carlos, you said you didn't like Carnival of Souls.
No, I did. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's a
okay.
good movie.
Okay.
A very classic film for sure in
Yeah.
black and white.
Yeah.
I don't remember too much of it, but I remember not like hating it or anything.
Okay. Maybe someone else told me they didn't like it.
Yeah, I remember you letting me borrow that one. It's worth the watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It has the
I really
vibes.
like it. Yeah, it's got good atmosphere. The way these people talk in this is hilarious. In Hambo, you get
Are you watching that? Nice.
400
Get outta
eating
here,
club
guys.
gets diarrhea and causes building explode. Yeah, sure.
Let's get out of here. Saturday we will be watching The Mist. Is that like 2008 when that one came out?
Yeah, it sounds about right. 7.
This is 2007.
Based off of the Stephen King novel or short story.
Novella, I think. Yeah.
Novella, yeah. It's
Mhm.
publishing a horror anthology.
So be sure to tune in for our live stream on Saturday and go and comment about what you thought about that movie if you decide to watch it. Christian, do you want to shout out your Twitch channel?
Yeah, sure. Just if you are watching and you watch Twitch as well, you like watching people play video games, my name on Twitch is Viking Wizard Link. So, yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah,
Be playing
I'll
after
put that in the bio.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah. So if you guys are bored, check out Christian. He's been streaming, and then later on we're gonna try to stream Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think, right, Christian? When it comes out.
Yeah, we should. Is
Hell
it, you mean the game, right?
Yeah, I think next year.
Okay. Yeah.
Honk honk, baby.
Hong Kong. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll catch you guys on Saturday for
Yes,
the Mist.
everybody.
Take care, Florida. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Coolio.
Yeah, take-